fantastic feeders. How are you? Are you ready to get some fantastic feet today? We are going to work on the big toe, your flexor hallucis longus tendon to be particular, just because I like big names. So you will need your golf ball, maybe. Maybe you need something a little smaller. It really depends on your feet, the length of your big toe, and how tight it is. So we'll talk through that. So let's come on down to where we're going to be working. Cap's helping there. Whoops, hold on. Yes, we are being live streamed. All right. Sorry, pushing buttons here. All right. So here's our workspace for today. So you're going to need to be up against a wall or something. Get some light down here as well. There we go. Okay, so what I have set up here is actually a toe wedge. Okay, so this part right here we don't need because we have our golf ball, so about the same size. This part right here is really what we're going to work with. I'm going to talk through it, and then I'll show you how to make your own with your found objects. You know me, I'm all about found objects. So you will be standing as you're doing this. I am going to be sitting so I can talk and point to my feet at the same time. So you're going to start, okay, attention here, is to isolate your big toe. Okay. So what it will end up looking like, if you're looking at it from the front, is the big toe will be up, the toes will be down. Okay, so on the toe wedge, I would actually have the toe all the way up, and then these guys are relaxing down, so I have to adjust my toe a little bit. And the goal here, realizing I need to go the other way, is to get this as close to this as possible. So this is 60 degrees. This is the 60 degree angle edge right here. So if I can get the 60 degrees of extension, that is optimal, especially if you're an athlete, you're trying to toe off. We can't get that far. Again, the goal is to work on it. You're not going to get it all in one day. So this foot's not going to do it. Let's look at the other foot. Okay, so this foot, not an issue. Okay, I am snugged up against there and it's nice and tight, and this one's much more comfortable. Okay, so you're actually going to be standing as you do this as well. Again, I'm going to be sitting to talk through this. So we want to create that sensation with whatever toys we have. So golf ball, toe goes on top. Okay, so toe goes on top. Can you get these little toes off to the side so they are not impacted? Get them to relax, and then you're going to stand up. Okay, so you may feel a stretch along the bottom of your foot through that arch just by doing this. Okay, if you want to deepen your stretch, then you're going to bend at the ankle until the knee is over the toes. Okay, again, that's enhancing that stretch. So you're trying to make sure your hips are square to the wall. Your knee is actually going to touch the wall if you're all the way up against it. I chose to be a way to be able to demonstrate this better. So easy on this foot. Okay, so that's not too bad. So if that's too much and your toe is really protesting, again, back off. So put the ball lower, use a smaller ball. Okay, work your way in. Okay, this is all stuff that we want to do gradually. It doesn't have to hurt on the top of the bat. Right off the top of that. All right, so other foot, again, big toe on, get your small toes off and down. This is my joint that has some degenerative changes in it. Okay, so they're down, they're relaxed finally. All right, so you may just go, ooh, that's enough right there. So keep the weight equal, big toe, little toe knuckles. Okay, your arch is in neutral, so not lifted, or lifted but not falling. And if you look at the sides, you should be going straight down pretty much on the calcaneus, on this heel bone. So there's different ways to look at it. So notice, top of the foot relaxed. That's also a really good indicator. All right, so again, if you want to deepen it, bend the knee in some, just until it touches the wall. Again, you're doing this up against a wall. Okay, I'm giving myself a little bit more freedom here so that I can move around. All right, and then hold it. So you may, again, feel it Where are you feeling it? Big toe, you're gonna normally feel it just behind that knuckle. Golf ball's rolling away. Okay. All right, so that's one thing. So ideally you should hold those for 3 minutes because that's what it takes to get your fascia to release. All right, we're also gonna do a little bit of active work, so that's very passive. So we did the golf ball underneath the arch, right? So now we're actually gonna put it in line with that big toe. We talked about it. Okay, so similar, we're gonna release, and we've already done this part. So you're scrunching those toes down and then you're lifting and spreading the toes. Scrunch the toes down, lift and spread. So you should be right on that big toe tendon. You're off the joint is free to move. Flip myself around here again. So down, maybe straight on will be a better view, and then extend. So see how I'm under that big toe. I could even go over the outside a little bit. Ooh, that gets into something more. Okay. So you can play with it. So you're really going for mobility in the big toe. You're stretching it actively, you're stretching it passively. Okay, this one's the active, the other one is passive. Okay, and again, sometimes just sitting at your desk doing one of these is going to help immensely. You'll be surprised how much this helps you running. So this tendon actually crosses the ankle and up into the lateral side of your leg. So again, your foot can impact what's going on in your lower leg. All right, let's do the other side. So get underneath that big toe and then slowly curl down. Ooh, I should have painted my toenails and bring it up. Curl down, bring it up. Curl down, bring it up, extend it. Just trying to give you different views here so you can see what we're really doing. And so you don't have to look at my big toe. All right, down. So again, weight is in my heel. I'm sitting right now. You can do it sitting, a little bit stronger. You're gonna get some body weight on it. Do it standing. All right, and then slowly release. Check in. How do they feel? Wiggle the toes around. Hi, feet. How are you doing? Hi out there in Facebook land. My feet would like you to give them a little feet emoji if you're watching this. They would appreciate it greatly. All right, so speaking of things that go into the lower leg, we got one more thing we're gonna do. I need to grab a tennis ball. So if you have a tennis ball, you can use that. If you don't have a tennis ball, again, use what you have. The golf ball may be a little bit too hard. So I'm gonna put the tennis ball back here on the bone, okay? So back on your heel bone, and then your heels are gonna come together. A little bit of turnout, maybe 10 degrees. All right, so you're gonna start off, you're just holding the tennis ball, you're gonna lift the heels. Now squeeze heels into the tennis ball and lift higher. Woo, and then I'm falling forward because I'm looking down. All right, so just try that again. So it's on the bony part of that heel. Again, this triangle in here, that's where you're putting the ball. So you're gentle, just gentle holding of the ball right there. Lift your heels a little bit, push in, lift higher, lower down. Relax your grip on the ball, still holding it. Lift just a little bit, push in, lift higher, and again, lower. So repeat that. That is getting into your posterior tibialis, which is a muscle that goes down through here. And again, if you just run your thumb down right behind that shin bone and it's tender, you need this work. We're gonna get a little bit more into it as we go. But that'll get you started today, all right? So today, all about the big toes. Bye. See you later. Have a good weekend.